So I am the father of the bride. If you don't know, most people probably around here obviously know Lizzie and James, but not necessarily me. And the next bit, which again James has done, is to welcome the guests. It's lovely to see you on this absolutely glorious, beautiful day. It says here, praise my daughter. And I've been very lucky. I've been blessed with two beautiful daughters. And I say, she's been determined from a very young age. And so I'm warning James, though I suspect he does know this already, that if she decides on something, she wants to do something. When she was about 2, she had a horrible accident and ended up in hospital. And ended up with her whole head surrounded in bandages and everything else. But we went back into the hospital and she was charging around the actual floor on a little car going and absolutely determined that she was going to be okay. And she's always been that way. She's methodical, lovely, beautiful. I'm not biased, of course, but this is, really lovely. So can we have a toast to my beautiful daughter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please make sure your glasses are full, as there is going to be a fair few toasts coming in the next few minutes, which is the perfect excuse for me to keep the Dutch courage topped up. So, for the first toast is the Dutch courage. Thank you very much. I need that. Now, as the groom, I have the easiest part to play today, with only 2 jobs. The first one is to turn off on time, so that's 1 ticked off. The second is the groom's speech, which, if we're being honest, is actually the easiest speech to do. It doesn't need to be funny, and it doesn't need to be very long. Oh dear, I've lost myself already. But I do have the important job of thanking you all for joining us here today and making Lizzie and I's wedding that ever more special. So, the first toast to all of you for coming today. Thank you for being here to join this with us. Cheers. So, some of you may have seen the memorial ladder that we set up at the front door over here. Unfortunately, we lost Lizzie and Vicky's 9 earlier last year, suddenly and without warning. It hit all that knew her very hard. Although a bit of a hard ass, she was such a kind and caring soul that made an impact. Sorry, where are we? Sorry. So, made an impact on everyone's lives that she met. Although she can't be here today, both Lizzie and I know that 9 and Lizzie's granddad are looking down at us today, and I'm sure they'll be so proud. What's new? 3, 2, 1. Margaret's here, I know. No. Sorry, right, I will get through this. So I'm sure that 9 and Grandad are looking down at us all today, and I'm sure they would be so proud of the woman that Lizzie has become. Oh, that was the hard bit. Oh, hang on, no, now talk about how beautiful you are. Here I go again. Finally, I'd like you all to raise your glasses to my beautiful and stunning bride, Lizzie. Wow, just wow. When I saw you walking down that aisle today, I was speechless. Oh, I was a blubbering wreck, you're right. And even now, with cards in my hand telling me what to say, well, shaking apparently as well, I'm still struggling. But what I do know is that I couldn't imagine taking this journey that is life and having the adventures that we're going to have together with anyone other than you. Thank you for putting up with me and our little sort of a dog Chewy. Although marriage isn't easy, or isn't meant to be easy, as long as we do it together, I know we'll get through anything. So for the last time, will you all please raise your glasses to my beautiful bride, to my beautiful bride, and I writ to the beautiful bride, to Lizzie.
Tell me, do the seasons change? In your mind coming in with the rain. Tell me, does it feel like home? Let it in, let it go on now. Pull it close to give it up somehow. Tell me, do you stay the same? If you could just see me now, would you believe it now? Clouds breaking, the sky spilling over. I'm coming clean in the water. You were just holding out for everything you got now. Come close, you can lean on my shoulder. We're coming clean in the water.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment, and as a pledge of our marriage. With this ring, I thee wed. And I promise to love, respect and cherish you always.
It does fit.
Okay, wonderful. And now again, ring bearer.
Also known as Colin. Thank you.
There we go. Now, Lizzie, you want to take James's hand, place the ring on the tip of his chosen finger. Please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and commitment.
of a single. Oh,
It's one word.
as a
Symbol.
symbol of
And commitment.
commitment.
He knows the word.
No, you don't have to be revising.
No.
As a pledge of our marriage,
And as a pledge of our marriage,
with this ring I do wed.
with this ring I do
And I promise
Wed.
to love,
I promise to love,
respect and cherish you all.
respect and cherish you always.
Perfect. Then you want to push the ring all the way on. Is it another good fit?
Yep,
Just about.
just about, but it's all sweaty.
Yeah. What do you expect?
We're gonna take back the power, turning a page in an hour. We're gonna take back the power. We're gonna take back the power, turning a page in an hour. We're gonna take back the power.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that's here and everyone that's made James and Lizzie's day as special as it can be. Just to elaborate on how I know James. So I've known James for about 15 years, and I'd honestly like to thank him for this opportunity to be stood here today as one of his best men. I first met James in secondary school, and I'd like to think that if James had learned how to behave in his first secondary school when he was at St Wilfrid's, he probably would have had a better opportunity to choose best men than me, Adam and Tom. But here we are. I'd never thought I'd be standing here today after we first met. For those of you that don't know, our first encounter was when James was very polite about one of my ex-girlfriends at the time and told me that she was a little bit on the larger side. At 14 years old, that went down extremely well. It resulted in a scuffle and James took the quick route to the bottom of the stairs. But he was a scrawny little bugger back then, and things have evened out between us over the years. He's grown significantly taller and I've grown significantly wider. James has been extremely happy with Lizzie since the day they met. And I mean, how could he not be? Everyone here can see that the guy's punching well above his weight. But when I did first meet him, one of the first things I thought when I saw him was, is he ever going to grow into those ears? 15 years later, I can safely say the answer to that is no. But still, against all the odds, he's managed to bag someone as amazing as Lizzie. I must say that we all half expected you to be stood here today in a tracksuit, but you actually scrub up half decent, mate. So I'd like to say well done on that. And Lizzie, you look absolutely stunning. Because James has chosen to have 3 best men, that means you guys are going to be drinking 3 times as much on the toasts. There we go. But first of all, I'd like to propose a toast to James. James is the guy that grew up looking like a frog and has finally met his princess. Congratulations, guys.
James picked 3 best men. We've seen it as like tryouts because he told us whoever does the best speech today gets to do it at his next wedding. Or depending on how that goes down, maybe his funeral. But I thought I'd open mine with a little quote from a friend of ours. Now I could be paraphrasing this a little bit, but the quote is, "We don't have any of that in our house. If I want something, I go out and get it. I don't need to ask her permission or anything like that. She can either like it or deal with it." And that's a quote from a man who wanted to buy a Great Dane and a few days later came home with a sausage dog. If I had to try and sum James up, I'd say he's that kind of friend you can have a real laugh with, a friend you can rely on. The sort of friend who would drink an entire bottle of scotch when you're watching a movie and then make the taxi wait for him whilst he's throwing his guts up in the bush. The sort of friend who will invite you and your new girlfriend round for a drink and then pass out drunk on his own kitchen floor. Sorry man, I kind of ran out of good ones a bit quicker than I thought I would. I've known James for well over a decade now, and over the years we've found a lot of common ground. Beer, gaming, Star Wars, our taste in men. I was then going to make a joke about how by saying yes to James, Lizzie must have just given up trying, but that's clearly not the case as you look absolutely fantastic here today. In front of everybody here today, Lizzie has agreed to take James for the good and the bad. Now, considering most of the bad are sat at this table, she's just waiting for the good to finally kick in. So my toast, if you'd raise your glasses, is to Lizzie, and the Sisyphean task she's decided to take on in becoming James's wife.
I'm sure there's something about saving the best till last, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Adam, and I'm James's 3rd best man. Otherwise known as the worst best man for not coming on the stag do. Thank you, Michael. When I was thinking about doing the best man speech, I wanted to think about what summarises James up, or James and I relationship. I actually decided to go back through our WhatsApp messages, which was a bad idea. These messages would normally consist of trying to puzzle the previous night together, or what happened the night previously. For legal reasons, James, you might be the groom today, but to me, you'll always be the best man. Someone who cares for those closest to you, as we've seen the love and care you've shown Lizzie. I want to wish you both a lifetime of happiness, and thank you for letting us all be part of your special day.
Inside my mind, steep in the afterlight. Watch you watching the colors rise. Summer twilight, skies on fire. Never wishing I was somewhere else. Held on to you like Loctite. Getting through it when it hurt like hell. Feels like the only thing we've done right. It's a star, it's a light, it's a signal fire. It's the sound of your voice cutting through the night. It's a song, it's a note, it's a quiet sigh. Keeps me dancing through the static, everything's alright. I think we were born for it. I think we were born Moved a lot when I was a kid. Hear your footsteps run to the door on the corner where you live. Never wishing I was someone else. We let it all go at midnight, looking at the stars to find ourselves full of life, inspired at the same time. It's a star, it's a light, it's a signal fire. It's the sound of your voice cutting through the night. It's a song, it's a note, it's reflected light. Keeps us dancing through the static and I hear you sigh. Said I think we were born for it. I think we were born for it. I think we were born for helping you, helping me see my worth. Watch you grow into someone you're proud of. Hope you get to hold all you deserve.